Hey everyone, this is Scott from Scott to Grow Podcast. Welcome to another edition of ReWatching, a series of unfortunate events. Today I'm talking about Season 2, Episode 1, the Austere Academy Part One. I just finished rewatching this episode. I really like this one because this is one of the books I really enjoyed the most, because this is one where they start to almost get a little bit more information about, what this secret information with their parents. They meet the Quagmire orphans or the Quagmire triplets, and you get that connection. You start to get the pieces put together of what's happening, why is all this happening to them, what was their parents involved in. So that's why I really like this episode in the book. From what I remember about the book, like I said, it's been over a decade since I read it, but from what I remember this being one of my favorite books of the series, and this episode was one of my favorite ones of the show. There isn't a whole lot that particularly happens because it's a season premiere, so there's a lot of kind of introducing of these new characters. We get the Carmelita character. I don't know if I said that name right, but I hate her. She's the worst. But that's what she's supposed to be. I think I remember her or a similar character to her from the from the book. Did Aquaman video earlier. That's neither here nor there. Anyways, from the books, and yeah, her character's just the worst, but that's what she's supposed to be, so I think the actress who plays her does a great job of doing it, especially for being so young and so freaking annoying. I could not stand there, but that's what her character's supposed to be, so I thought that was good. Then you have the vice principal, who's just wacky, and but I remember that from the book. And then we get the librarian, who sticks around for a little bit in this season, teaming up with a certain somebody who we meet in the next episode. So I can't wait to get to that, because that was an interesting character to be introduced into the show that I don't remember at all from the books. I think it might have been part of the books, the ones that came after the series, like the unofficial biography of Lemony, Snicket, etc., those other books. But that's, Lemony Snicket's brother. So I'm excited to get to the next episode for that. But yeah, some of the other cool things, I really enjoy the way they meet the Quagmires and how they don't really get an immediate chance to be able to talk things out at all, really figure out the problems. They're trying to find a certain book, the incomplete history of secret organizations. And I think it's so funny that they just have so much trouble to get one book, this book that keeps popping up everywhere, and they have so much trouble getting it. But that's kind of the frustration part of the the bad luck that is the Boltelair's life. But yeah, then we get Larry. We also get Larry Larry, your waiter, in this episode as well. Him trying his best to get them the book, and him just being so bad at it. Sorry, Larry, but you gotta learn. You gotta do something. You can't keep letting Olaf push you around like that. You gotta do something more. Come on. How'd you lose the book? I'm giving Larry too hard of a time, but step your game up, Larry. But yeah, this was a fun episode. I liked how at the beginning they had a little fun with it being a TV series, and the fact that it had been a few months since the first season, and how everybody had kind of a little bit of a growth spurt, and they addressed that as a little joke in it, as we feel like we've been waiting for months, and even Sunny seems to have had a growth spurt. I like that little comment to address it, the fact that, the kind of fourth wall breaking of just wink, yeah, we get it, but going along with it. So I really enjoyed that little aspect, and obviously all the normal things about this show that I liked were incorporated in this episode. But yeah, I'm excited to get to the next part, because we get a little bit more of the answers, a little bit more along the line. So I'm just going to move on to the next episode. Be sure to let me know in the comments below what you liked about this episode and or book in the comments below, and anything I might have got wrong about the connection between this one and the books. I always like hearing that stuff. But thank you again for joining me today, and have a good one.